What if I said there's a simple 10-second routine that I do first thing every morning that has me in circles around U.S. Marines half my age? I know it's hard to believe, especially coming from someone who's 57 years old. So in just a few minutes, I'll play real video footage of me training with real Marines. I'll also reveal a new scientific breakthrough supported by Harvard and other Ivy League schools that goes to work fast to help guys our age boost testosterone, enjoy boundless energy, increase stamina and performance in the bedroom, sculpt muscle, shred fat easier, push more weight in the gym, or simply be more active, regardless of age or body type, or how far over the hill one may feel. It's all wrapped up in a shocking new discovery of a strange protein made in the liver that's been confirmed by Harvard and one of the largest men's aging research studies in history to contribute to the current state of men's testosterone levels in our country. And I'll share exactly what this specific protein is in just a minute. Plus, the simple 10-second routine ordinary men can use starting today in the comfort of their own home to experience a noticeable all-day energy, recover fast, and gain an undeniable edge over other guys our age and even 15 to 20 years younger. But more on that in just a minute. Now, I know what it's like to hit a certain point in life where age literally feels like it's just creeping up. And despite being young at heart, I was starting to feel limited by my body. I wanted to be more focused, active, and driven, but found myself having to crawl to the coffee pot midday for a little bit of energy, or sprawl on the couch for my second or even third nap, just to recharge my batteries and get some juice back. And despite wanting to go hard in the gym like the old days, I just wouldn't have the stamina to push myself. I was losing strength and my recovery between workouts had slowed to a snail's pace. On an embarrassing personal note, I'd have an occasional, man problems that I don't think we need to go into too much detail about, but a lot of these experiences made me feel smaller than an ant in more ways than one. But it doesn't have to be this way. See, I've recently stumbled onto a strange anabolic loophole to help guys up their motivation despite a lifetime of stress and other responsibilities, and begin to ditch the gut and reshape a stubborn dad bod, no matter how many yo-yo dieting attempts or just having a huge appetite in general. And guess what, guys? It turns out this strange anabolic loophole is safe, natural, super simple, and backed by the latest science and peer-reviewed research that not only keeps a man's testosterone levels up, but increases strength and lean muscle mass while enjoying an extra boost in the places it matters most, like in the gym, at the office, and when she motions to the bedroom. See, society wants older guys to wind down and save all the fun for the 20-somethings of the world. There's all those ads on television, online, and in the magazines that say, low testosterone is a problem all guys are doomed to face. But it's simply not true. In fact, a recent report published in a scientific journal called Endocrine Society says low testosterone is not a normal part of aging, so we really don't need expensive drugs or gels to perform. Guys like us don't have to get slower, pudgier, or be any less awesome than we were 10 or 15 years ago. And we definitely don't have to waste money on useless supplements or choke down bland, disgusting diets, or even have to exercise if we don't want to, which I know sounds absolutely crazy. So it's okay to be skeptical. I was also a skeptic when this information first came out. That's why I'm going to build confidence in the testosterone breakthrough I'm about to share by placing citations next to the studies I reference in this presentation. But before I reveal this new breakthrough, the studies behind it, and how it's helping men of all ages enjoy their new mojo, push back the biological clock, and get into even better shape with more confidence, while also exposing the real cause of low testosterone that's been missed by most doctors until just recently. Guys, first let me introduce myself. Then I'll reveal the latest secret to boost T naturally and feel like a complete beast in the gym and in the bedroom faster than one might expect. All right, guys, my name is Mark McKillier, and over the past 5 years, I've helped tens of thousands of men over 40 get a leg up on father time, build lean muscle, feel even more healthy, strong, and confident than they have in years. I also have a fitness YouTube channel that gets millions of views every month and thousands of new subscribers. So I've dedicated my life to helping guys at a certain age never slow down and build a strong, sculpted, and fit physique no matter how many candles are on the birthday cake. All right, so that's a little bit about me. Now, let me share how I stumbled on this exciting new testosterone breakthrough. It started with a challenge to my buddy in the United States Marines. His name is Austin, and he happens to be an officer who's in great shape, who's also half my age. And one day I thought I'd tag along with him for one of his workouts. Well, guys, it was a total fail. Now, I get it. Austin is a U.S. Marine, so I wasn't expecting to keep up with him, entirely. But my performance was just downright embarrassing.
Done.
I was huffing and puffing the first 5 minutes, and I was dripping with sweat. I couldn't finish the exercises.
I'm still dying.
My elbows and knees felt like I lit a match and set them on fire. And it took me a full week to recover. It sucked. I felt old, weak, and dog-tired. It was a cruel wake-up call that Father Time had caught up, and I wasn't the same man I used to be. But things are different now. My Marine buddies don't think I'm some old fuddy-duddy anymore.
You got it.
They actually named me the Ripped Grandpa. And in a minute, I'll share the latest research that led me to a natural anabolic loophole that triggers my youth hormones every single morning and gives me an unfair advantage guys at any age would kill for. Plus, how just about any guy can use this anabolic loophole to gain more energy and stamina. Go to the gym with the intensity to single-handedly take on the weights with more focused aggression and hit personal best every week. And look and feel like someone at the top of their game, whether they're 33 or 73 years old. Now guys, to be honest, I didn't see this coming. Just a few years ago, I had one of those kind of soft-looking dad bods with some extra squishiness around my sides and flab around my chest and arms where there used to be a lot more muscle. I was tired all the time too. And some days, I'd have to give myself a pep talk just to get out of bed and get moving in the morning. Now guys, probably the biggest eye-opener was when I was at my 30-year high school reunion. I was looking around at all my old friends, guys who were ex-athletes and once in great shape. They could eat whatever they wanted and burn it off because they were training and competing and had that young metabolism that would churn all hours of the day. But then life hits, and it's time to man up and get a real job that keeps people chained behind a desk. Add a family on top of that, and the daily stresses of life, and things, change fast. Now, these guys had big stomachs hanging over their belts and almost no visible muscle. 30 years ago, we were pumping iron and shooting hoops at the gym with enough energy to fuel a rocket ship. And now, I could barely recognize these guys. And I realized that I was no different. And just like every other man who's slowing down with age, what the heck happened? When I was younger, I used to feel like such a winner. Like I was the absolute master of the universe. But in that moment, I felt like a shell of a man. I was tired all the time, walking around in a soft, squishy body with a little extra weight, dealing with joint and backaches that I simply didn't have before. Feeling like a frail person because of all the muscle I had lost over the years. Sure, I've had my fair share of ups and downs like most people, but I couldn't believe how far I had gotten away from that young stud who once walked the halls of this high school. I was really disappointed in myself. And I think a lot of guys, especially at this age, can relate to having a goal in mind, that they want to be somewhere better than where they're currently at in life. And instead of having to look in the mirror, poking and grabbing a bunch of fat, He wants to look in the mirror with a sense of accomplishment, because reflecting back is a nice set of abs, arms, and chiseled pecs instead of chubby lumps. This new man is highly motivated and energized. There's no bone-chilling tiredness where it seems like no matter how much sleep one gets, fatigue is always knocking on the door. Now, there's no more panting after going up a flight of stairs or feeling stuck and in a funk. And maybe best of all is this type of body and drive gets a lot more compliments. And as people pay attention and talk more with him at work, it makes life even better at home with his kids and spouse. I mean, what man doesn't want to feel more confident and be better and healthier for his family and, most importantly, for himself, right? I'm no stranger to these thoughts and feelings, and that's what set me on my personal journey to improve my health in my life. However, if I knew then what I know now, my transformation would have happened a whole lot faster and been more of a straight path instead of this winding road that felt like I was climbing a mountain at times. See, an important key to having a lot more energy, getting stronger, or keeping that gossip-worthy bedroom stamina like some young 20-year-old jock is one master male hormone called testosterone. And while that might not be anything shocking, here's what is. Researchers have found a little-known protein made in the liver that can bind with testosterone and make it unusable in the body, which is why it's so important to maintain a healthy balance of this protein, and I'll share how in just a minute. Universities like Harvard and Johns Hopkins show too much of this protein may be the cause of declining testosterone in this country, which is why in just a minute, I'll also share the simple 10-second routine that can help support healthy levels of this liver protein so you can support optimal T levels and enjoy all the other perks of being a man with high testosterone, like making quick increases in strength and maybe even ripped at grandpa age like me, and have a great looking beach body that gets a lot more attention from the opposite sex, and just be, that guy that another person looks at and says, man, I'd like to be more like that guy. But back to the story about my Marine buddy and me. He was just a couple of days away from the deployment, so I challenged him that when he gets back, I'm going to whoop him in a workout. Now, he just rolled his eyes, he laughed, and kind of wrote me off. I've noticed people do that more as I've gotten up in years, and I hate it with a passion. But hey, he just saw me struggle through a workout and practically lay on the gym floor, gasping for air like a fish out of water. So he had every right to think I was just all talk. Now, call it stubbornness or just being competitive, but I was dead set on proving him wrong. However, I didn't realize how hard it was to get back in shape. My body just wasn't responding like it used to when I was younger. I remember the good old days when I could do some push-ups and some curls and see brand new muscle when I'd flex in the mirror the next day. Now, my recovery time was terrible, and even a little bit of cardio would have my feet and legs always feeling achy. No matter how hard I tried to cut the excess fat on my body, I just couldn't move the needle. I wanted to jump back into that like I was in my 20s again. But even short weightlifting workouts once or twice a week just left me drained and sore all over. Basically, I had to try 10 times harder to see a tiny bit of gains. And it just sucks when things take a turn and aren't working like they used to. And I wasn't oblivious to what was going on. Someone my age, even guys young as in their late 20s, find it harder and harder to maintain healthy and high levels of testosterone. Guys, it's actually gotten so bad that the CDC has lowered the normal standard of testosterone levels in men compared to years past. It's like they're encouraging, the politically correct girly men agenda instead of finding new ways to help men keep their testosterone levels high, which is one of the big problems of why this country isn't what it used to be. But that's a topic for a whole nother day, guys. See, optimal testosterone levels are the secret sauce behind high-performing, ambitious, and driven men. And figuring my Marine buddy Austin was a lot younger and likely had more testosterone than I did, I decided to find out for sure and get my T levels checked and see if there was any way to tap into this biological advantage so I could be stronger and stop giving in to laziness and stop looking at other guys who are in shape and wanting to have what they have or wanting to do what they can do, and instead crush my own workouts and build a healthy, fit body that I'm proud of. But my doctor's opinion was pretty clear that aside from TRT or other unnatural methods, there's no real chance to increase my testosterone levels. Now, I'm not surprised by his answer, but I wasn't giving up that fast. See, according to a recent news story featuring a renegade professor of urology in Chicago, most TRT prescriptions are driven by the bottom line of an already booming $3 billion industry that makes big profits off of guys in tough situations. So in my opinion, while TRT does have some perks, there are a lot of downsides too. One professor of medicine at the University of Colorado, who is also a doctor at the Mayo Clinic, one of the most prestigious nonprofit academic medical centers in the world, went on Dr. Oz and he warned other people that TRT can basically make a man's testes forget how to produce testosterone. Kind of like in the movie Men in Black, where Tommy Lee Jones flashes that memory eraser and poof, the person on the receiving end doesn't remember a thing. Well, that's kind of what happens. And this puts the testes in one of those, use it or lose it situations where the testes shrink to the size of a little raisin because they aren't producing anymore. And on top of that, a recent publication in Urology Times also states, and this is quote, testosterone replacement therapy causes testosterone dependency, which basically means once someone starts on testosterone injections, a patch or a gel, they have to stay on it for as long as they want to have normal levels and perform like a real man. Because once someone gets off, whether the $400 a month is just eating up their savings for retirement, or their insurance drops their coverage, or they just don't want to rely on injections or pills to perform, the testes will have ultimately forgotten how to make testosterone. Now, there are other side effects to be mindful of as well. According to the FDA, men on TRT have a greater risk of blood clots, heart attack, and stroke. Plus, there are other more common nasty side effects like acne, estrogen imbalances that may cause man boobs, and even fertility trouble, which is God's given purpose for all men, and I don't want to give that up. Again, this can all be avoided when one uses natural methods to maintain high and healthy testosterone levels. Now, I'm not advising that anyone get off of TRT if you're on it, or go against it if it's the right move for them. That's a decision that someone can make on their own. But I personally believe that there's a better way, that's a safe and natural alternative that goes to work fast to support optimal T levels, and it's backed by science. And it comes right here from God's green earth, not some chemical lab. And I'll reveal exactly what these specific vitamins, minerals, and herbs are, some of which have been around on the other side of the world for more than 6,000 years. And they're all shown to help increase testosterone and boost male performance and strength super fast. But more on that in just a minute. But after weighing the pros and cons of certain options, I decided to take my natural production into my own hands. I went to a local supermarket shop and I bought a few different testosterone boosters. I changed up my diet, I kept working out. I even started going to bed a couple of hours earlier than normal, hoping that when I wake up, I'd feel more recovered and rested. Well, and while I noticed a tiny bit of difference, it wasn't anything major. Even after months of keeping what I thought was a solid routine, I just wasn't getting noticeably stronger. And despite intense cardio workouts, intermittent fasting, and following a strict diet, I just hit a wall with my weight loss. But I remember how I said earlier that I'm a competitive guy, so I wouldn't give up, and I'm glad I didn't. Because after doing some more digging, I stumbled across some cutting-edge research from Harvard that showed me how to support my T levels even at my age, and it's not what one would think. See, chances are most guys are doing a handful of the right things to support their T. Some are even doing 99% of the things right, like eating healthy and exercising, managing their stress well, and sleeping for 8 to 9 hours a night. And while all of those tactics are great, according to the latest research, what's even more critical is protecting the testosterone molecules in one's body from a little-known trapping protein made in the liver. Doing this helps boost testosterone and, at very least, maintain healthy levels so one can be strong and fit, which is one of the top male qualities and really has no downsides at all. I think we'd agree that life simply gets easier and better when you're in shape, thinking clearly, and feel good about yourself. It creates an inner positive feedback loop that has a ripple effect into all areas of man's life, not just body and health. And again, it has less to do with the actual testosterone in one's body and more to do with maintaining normal levels of this protein created in your liver. This way, the testosterone that's already being produced in the body is being used efficiently. See, contrary to what Big Pharma says, our bodies are likely producing enough testosterone to crush our workouts, enjoy all-day energy, and have crazy high sex drive that can keep up with the libido of a woman in her 20s. But the testosterone must be bioavailable or usable in the body to really feel that kind of difference. Follow along with me, guys, here. Pay attention, because this is really important. See, there are two types of testosterone in the body: total testosterone and free testosterone. Total testosterone is the amount of testosterone being made in the body overall. Free testosterone is the available testosterone that the body can actually use. Free testosterone is the more important of the two because it's not bound up. Free testosterone gives a man a lot more energy and drive throughout the day and strength when pushing the weights at the gym. It's the ultimate form of testosterone that keeps a man thriving physically, mentally, and sexually, no matter his biological age. Here's what's shocking. New research found a protein made in the liver that literally attaches to the testosterone molecules that the body makes. And these testosterone molecules are no longer considered free testosterone. Instead, they're trapped, which is why it's so important for men to maintain healthy levels of this protein in the liver. When that happens, a man will enjoy optimal free testosterone levels. That's the important part, free testosterone. Because research shows that most men have just 2 to 3% free testosterone in their body. So just imagine how great it will feel when free testosterone levels go up, even if it's just by 2%. The difference one can feel will be huge, almost like doubling one's usable testosterone. Performance will go way up. It'll be easier to get rid of the gut and build lean muscle and enjoy that all night long kind of stamina that keeps her going till the morning. And so many more awesome benefits that make life a lot more fun and exciting. And before I keep going, that was a lot. So let me break that down and tell you what we've covered so far. Number one, there are two types of testosterone in the body: total testosterone and free testosterone. Number two, boosting total testosterone levels isn't as important or effective as boosting free testosterone, which is the bioavailable testosterone that the body can actually use. Number three, the secret to boosting free testosterone is maintaining normal levels of a certain protein in the liver. Okay, are you still with me, guys? Okay, good. Now, this protein made in the liver is called sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG for short. Everyone has SHBG in their body, including women. In fact, research shows women have higher levels of SHBG to regulate their hormones and maintain their femininity. So it's not like a disease or anything like that. It's just that men want to keep SHBG as low and normalized as possible to support optimal free testosterone levels. However, certain environmental factors that for the most part are out of our control can make it a tough challenge. There are certain chemicals found in plastic containers, deodorant, soap, and shampoo, and even chemicals that leak into our water supply that can raise SHBG levels in the body. So avoiding those things can certainly help, But come on, let's be real. We need to shower. Deodorant is a public service for all of our coworkers, and we've got to stay hydrated. So I'd say it's impossible to avoid any of those things. Even stress at work, exercising for too long, or going on certain diets can raise SHBG levels, which again is something we want to avoid because, according to the latest research from Harvard, maintaining normal SHBG levels can keep our free testosterone levels running at full throttle. Oddly enough, there's also a really interesting connection between testosterone and SHBG that's been confirmed in one of the largest male aging studies. It was performed at the New England Research Institute in Massachusetts. Now, that shows every year after the age of 30, SHBG levels go up an average of 1.2%, and at the same time, every year after the age of 30, testosterone levels decline 1.2% on average. I'm sure you can connect the dots, right? The scientists involved in the study agree that higher than normal SHBG levels are likely the cause of low T. So maintaining healthy SHBG levels is a new and proven way to boost free testosterone and really maximize your efforts in the gym and feel a difference in one's health and performance. And in just a minute, I'll reveal a handful of natural ingredients, some of which may be in your kitchen right now, to help support balanced SHBG levels and enjoy more free testosterone. This will burn belly fat faster while building strength and sculpting rock-hard muscle. It will ignite more passion in the relationship of a spouse or girlfriend, and you will enjoy all-day energy that doesn't fizzle out in the middle of the day or rely on an endless flow of coffee to keep focus. Now, until now, the only real available option to maintain normal SHBG levels and boost testosterone was testosterone replacement therapy. After weighing the pluses and minuses, replacing natural testosterone with artificial testosterone is something one would have to really look in the mirror and ask themselves if it's worth it. Plus, it's so doggone expensive. But the good news is a group of doctors from the Integrative Medicine Center of Western Colorado discovered a handful of potent ingredients that support normal SHBG levels while also boosting free testosterone and all the other rewards that come with it, like feeling like a beast when pushing the weights around and being stronger than those around you, enjoying a supercharged sex drive, and just operating like a man who's got his stuff together. Now, one of the ingredients is a special mineral called boron, which you've likely heard of before. But the answer isn't as simple as running to the grocery store to buy a bottle of boron pills. That's actually a giant waste of money because boron must be combined with a little known ingredient to enhance its absorption and noticeably boost free testosterone while maintaining normal SHBG levels. Another benefit of boron is it's been shown to increase lean muscle and help maintain a healthy joint mobility, which are all great benefits for guys at any age. The latest research shows boron is one of those minerals that's difficult to get enough of through diet alone. One of the reasons is because the soil in our country is degrading and it doesn't hold nutrients like it used to. Here's the connection, guys. Men's testosterone levels were an average of 57% higher just 70 years ago when our fathers and grandfathers were eating fruits and vegetables from boron-rich soil. Now, our soil doesn't hold as much boron because of modern-day power farming, and the average testosterone levels are much lower now than they were 70 years ago. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the hard-working farmers of our country, but this farming process is stripping away the natural nutrients from our food. So, former boron-rich foods like avocados and celery and spinach and onions, they don't have the testosterone-boosting benefits like they used to. That's why spending money on boron-rich foods is a total waste of time and money. However, this key ingredient is vital for us guys to maintain healthy SHBG levels and boost our free testosterone. But this mineral by itself is still only a small piece of the huge testosterone puzzle. There are a handful of other natural ingredients that most folks have never heard of before. They are safe and powerful testosterone boosters, and they're backed by new research and real science. Now, I'm going to list all of them by the end of this presentation, but it was boron and 5 other ingredients that I'll reveal soon that I ordered off of Amazon or just picked up at the local supplement shop, and then I mixed them together to see if it would really make a difference with my workouts and my overall energy. But to be honest, I didn't feel that much. I know some more energy, and I could go an extra 5 minutes with my workouts, but it wasn't great. My recovery was still slow as a turtle crossing a busy highway, and I still didn't have the energy to make it through the day. You know, I'd work out and I just wanted to go to sleep after. And being an older guy with more responsibilities, I don't have time for that. So I visited a local naturopathic doctor here in Austin, Texas, and I brought my bottles of ingredients and bags of herbs and asked him why these weren't working. I didn't know if it was just me and my age, or was there any hope for me, or if I was doing something wrong and there was a way to get these ingredients to go to work in my body and get my mojo and my performance back. It turns out that the way I was going about fitting these herbs and vitamins and minerals into my day was all wrong. I was using cheapo, store-bought vitamins and big old bags of herbs that I ordered online that were getting destroyed by my stomach acid before my body could absorb the nutrients. Plus, the quality of the ingredients weren't top-notch. The herbs, vitamins, and minerals just weren't potent enough. Because, like most supplements, they are diluted forms of ingredients, or they're grown in mass farms with pesticides and GMOs, and they aren't the real good stuff that actually makes a difference in the body, other than maybe a little placebo effect. And I don't want any of that or that fake feeling stuff. I want a noticeable difference, an edge that I can count on to get my body back and have tons of youthful energy and Wolverine-like recovery. And also to keep up with my Marine buddy when he got back from deployment. So my naturopathic doctor recommended a few manufacturers that he personally trusts and uses to produce these herbs, vitamins, and minerals in their highest quality. Plus, another key ingredient to pair up with these nutrients so my body can absorb these anabolic ingredients faster so they don't get burned up in my stomach. It wasn't easy to get a hold of these guys, trust me. And even then, I still had to spend a ton of money and test out which ones worked best because I was dead set on supporting my natural testosterone production. And the only reason I'm standing here today is because after almost a year of trial and error and battle testing these ingredients in the trenches, I found a discovery that works and gives me a serious edge with my workouts. I feel 15 years younger. My endurance and energy are up dramatically, and I'm more focused toward my goals. And the longer I took this combination of ingredients, the better I felt as time went on. My Marine buddy was shocked by how I could keep up with his intense military-style workouts. We were bear crawling, doing push-ups, pull-ups, high-intensity interval training, and I went all the way to the end without having to stop. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't whoop his butt like I wanted to, but I was able to hang with him. And me being 57 and him a 27-year-old Marine stud, I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I still work out with him regularly. Just the other day, we went around on the mat with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu workout, and while I don't know much Jiu-Jitsu, with a few months of training, I'll get him to tap out one of these days. It just feels good to know that I have the body and fitness to fight if I ever needed to. And one would think, after a few workouts like that, I'd be lying up in bed with ice packs on my knees and elbows. But my body feels great. I have tons of energy. And I'm more attractive to the opposite sex, which has opened up a lot more possibilities. But also, just feeling better makes a huge difference. I'm not as tired, not as achy, and I sleep a lot better. And my adventures haven't stopped. I've gone on some massive hikes in the mountains with these Marine buddies of mine. We've gone on backpacking and camping trips, and I'm not slowing anybody down. Heck, sometimes these hotshot Marines have to keep up with me. Look, I may not feel exactly like I'm 30 again, but I feel pretty damn close. And guess what? I like having the experience of a guy in his 50s with the performance and energy of a much younger guy. To me, that's like winning the lotto. And this works regardless of age. So even a 30-year-old who wants to unlock an unfair advantage with their workouts and push themselves harder into the gym, or a 70-year-old who wants to look and feel 10 years younger and be stronger than other guys at the same age and be around longer for his grown kids and grandkids, starting right now, today, men of all ages, body types, and walks of life can use a simple 10-second trick supported by real science and used by thousands of other guys in similar situations to boost their free testosterone, beat Father Time, and be proud of the guy in the mirror and get a whole lot more attention from people that really matter. My team and I have pulled out all the stops, guys, and we're excited to finally make available this new free testosterone breakthrough. And guess what? It's called Anabolic Reload. Anabolic Reload is a safe and natural free testosterone boosting combination of vitamins, minerals, and anabolic herbs. It includes a fast-acting nutrient absorption system to get these ingredients into the body fast and to maintain healthy SHBG levels while boosting free testosterone levels all at the same time. Guys love how these ingredients go to work almost instantly to turbocharge T levels, increase strength and stamina, and see and feel a noticeable difference in the mirror and with their performance sooner than they expected. Now, I already mentioned the ingredient boron and why it's one of the key nutrients that supports healthy SHBG levels, and how research published in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology show that boron can increase free testosterone by 28% by simply lowering SHBG levels. However, we didn't want to stop at boron because there's another ingredient recently reviewed in a double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled study, and it was published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine. This ingredient also supports normal SHBG levels and can boost free testosterone. This ancient herb was even used by the Mongol legend warrior and emperor Genghis Khan. He used it to boost his energy and vitality, conquer East Asia, and run the largest empire in the world until his death. And during that time, he was said to have one of the most vigorous sex lives of any man in history, with the virility of a teenager at the peak of puberty, even at 72 years old. Imagine that, guys. All the stress of running an empire, being, up there in years, and still being able to bang like he's 23. In fact, Genghis Khan was so virile that his DNA is tied to over 16 million offspring around the world. And scholars attribute this powerful herb to Khan's raging vigor and seemingly endless vitality. This anabolic super herb is called fenugreek. However, we didn't want to give you plain old fenugreek because a lot of the fenugreek formulas aren't potent like the kind Genghis Khan enjoyed, because he picked his seeds straight from the plants in East Asia. But after doing some digging, we found a local company here in the United States with an innovative technology that actually extracts the #1 anabolic ingredient inside fenugreek called protodiazine, which increases its absorption in the body. So one can experience fenugreek's test-boosting benefits almost immediately, which in turn results in tons of energy, vigor, and a noticeable boost in your free testosterone. The innovators call this new potent formula Furisap, which is like fenugreek on steroids, but completely safe, natural, and backed with the latest scientific research. One study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences gave 50 male volunteers 50 milligrams of Furisap for 12 weeks. The men were aged 35 to 65 years old, and the results showed men who consumed Furisap increased their free testosterone by a whopping 46% in 90% of the men in the study. That means that 45 of the 50 men taking Furisap got a significant boost in free testosterone. Doctors also noticed these men gained more mental alertness and improved their mood. Plus, they maintained a healthy libido. Another recent study published in Functional Foods and Health and Disease measured the effects of 250 milligrams of Furosemide in a double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical study of 40 men over a 12-week period. And here are the results taken directly from the report. Quote, Furosemide significantly increases lean body mass and fat-free mass. Additionally, Furosemide-treated subjects elevated serum testosterone level. And given the improvements of lean body mass and serum total testosterone following intervention with Furosemide, Furosemide likely has benefits for exercise endurance and sports medicine. End quote. And of course, this is great news for any man who wants to up his game in the gym, build muscle easier and get lean, or even just have more energy and motivation to feel good and great throughout the day and get more done. Now here's where this testosterone breakthrough gets even better. See, after maintaining healthy SHBG levels with a couple of key minerals and herbs, it's time to up the ante and turbocharge free testosterone production. To do that, one needs a powerful combination of anabolic herbs, one of them being a little-known herb called Withania somnifera. Now, most people have never heard of Withania somnifera, but new research shows that this ancient herb that is used in Eastern medicine to promote youthful vigor and enhance muscle strength and endurance can also boost testosterone levels by 17%. And get this, I found a way to get our hands on a unique formula that's among the most concentrated and bioavailable forms of Withania somnifera. This formula took 14 years to develop, and now it's the fastest absorbed Withania somnifera on the planet. This anabolic herb was tested and published in the American Journal of Men's Health with some amazing results. In a 16-week, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover study, which happens to be the gold standard of research, scientists tested the effects of Withania somnifera on fatigue, vigor, and hormones in overweight men aged 40 to 70 with mild fatigue. Guess what? Half the group was given a placebo, the other half was given Withania somnifera. And after 16 weeks, the group taking Withania somnifera boosted their testosterone almost 20%. And the participants also reported more energy, increased sex drive, and overall improvements in mood and well-being. And there were 0 side effects. Plus, Withania somnifera helps maintain healthy cortisol levels when you're stressed, which is key because when cortisol levels go up, testosterone levels drop. Kind of like a seesaw. So, Withania somnifera can help in more ways than one. Now there's another anabolic herb called forskolin, which is the ultimate free testosterone boosting herb. Now remember, there's a difference between free and total testosterone. Total testosterone is the amount of testosterone circulating around in our body, but only a very small amount of that testosterone is being used by the body because of SHBG and cortisol levels that can be increased with stress along with several other factors. However, this all-natural tropical herb that's been tested in the trenches for thousands of years has been shown to boost free testosterone levels in overweight and obese men by 34%. So one doesn't have to be in good shape or even exercise and still enjoy a boost in this powerful male youth hormone. Here's how the experiment went down. 30 overweight and obese men were given a forskolin supplement or a placebo for 12 weeks. And may I remind you, there were no changes to their diet, nor did they exercise. And after the 12 weeks, the out-of-shape men who consumed the forskolin supplement had a significant decline in body fat percentage. Lean muscle mass also increased, as did free testosterone. And there were no negative side effects either. So this natural boost in testosterone is safe, and one can rest easy with the peace of mind that these ingredients support our manhood without possible side effects like lots of other treatments. Now, there are 2 more ingredients. One that's pretty common, while the other ingredient is one that you've likely never heard of, that may give a person's body the ability to better absorb all the herbs, vitamins, and minerals that I've mentioned in today's presentation so fast that they can feel the difference almost immediately. The first ingredient is vitamin D. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, 75% of American men don't get as much vitamin D as they should. But vitamin D is key for supporting healthy testosterone levels. According to the European Congress of Endocrinology and researchers at Johns Hopkins University, men need vitamin D to maintain normal SHBG levels. Vitamin D is also shown in the same studies to boost free testosterone, which is no surprise after what we've been learning regarding SHBG and how maintaining healthy, normal levels of this protein can free up a lot of testosterone that can be used in the body and make a real difference in appearance and performance. Now get this, men who don't get enough vitamin D are also more likely to be overweight or obese. So if someone is struggling with belly fat that won't go away no matter how hard they try, or the weight just piles on so easily, chances are they just need a boost in this key nutrient. Now, that doesn't mean go buy some generic vitamin D supplement like I did. It's a huge waste of money because the body needs to quickly absorb this nutrient before it gets burned up in your digestive tract, which is why I'm so excited to introduce the final and maybe the most important ingredient that uses a special delivery mechanism that when combined with the anabolic herbs, vitamins, and minerals that I've listed today will turbocharge their effectiveness, resulting in healthy SHBG levels and a big boost in testosterone. And I'm not just talking about just a boost in total testosterone that one can point to on a piece of paper. I'm talking about a boost in free testosterone, the kind that releases a surge of fresh all-day energy, helps a man pack on lean muscle, and push harder in the gym, skyrocket their sex drive, and so much more. That's why my team at LiveAnabolic and I have bent over backwards to find a way to add a quick delivery absorption system to anabolic reload. And guess what? It's called bioperine. It's an all-natural black pepper extract that acts as a shield around each ingredient to increase the delivery and absorption of these herbs, vitamins, and minerals for maximum effect. Plus, bioperine awakens their active ingredients and makes them more bioavailable in the body, so the folks that use this special combination get the most out of each T-boosting ingredient. It's this combination of ingredients that support normal SHBG levels and increase free testosterone safely, naturally, and effectively, so one can turn fat into muscle, feel like the Energizer Bunny in the bedroom, and increase performance of the gym and the office, and then show up those younger guys. And my team and I made sure to put each dose of these science-backed ingredients inside Anabolic Reload into one easy-to-swallow capsule just once a day. That's it. And then watch these powerful anabolic herbs and minerals go to work right away. Remember, none of these studies I mentioned in today's report say a person has to work out or go on some disgusting diet to reap the testosterone boosting effects that will enhance a man's life for the better. However, when folks use Anabolic Reload along with a workout program and some healthy eating, the sky's the limit. And look, if being skeptical is still a thing, keep in mind that all the research I've shown today is backed by real science using only human studies. No animal or petri dish studies other companies use to inflate their claims. Those would never translate to a real result in a body of a grown-sized man. We only use ingredients that have been tested with a high success rate on men ages 30 to 75 with all different body types and fitness levels, because we're all in different stages of life, and it's important to keep that in mind. Now, the reason this information may all sound new is because many of the studies are on the cutting edge, so it's good to hear them now, because this new testosterone breakthrough will likely blow a hole in the pockets of those billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies. So they will probably do everything in their power to shut this site down. We've already seen certain search engines censoring holistic doctors and naturopathic websites because it doesn't fit the agenda of the powers that be. So there's no reason that we can't be next. And with how quickly this website is going viral and getting in front of hundreds of thousands of men a day, you want to act right now. Because aside from the possibility of this site being closed down by drug pushers in lab coats, out of stocks are a very real possibility, and we only have a limited supply. See, our team made it our duty to create the most powerful testosterone boosting formula gifted to us from God's green earth and backed by real scientists to make a huge impact on hormones, performance, and health. And guys, trust me, it wasn't cheap or easy to get our hands on these ingredients. In fact, we spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours in research and development and tested out different manufacturers to make sure we provide the most potent natural testosterone enhancement formula that really works and gives men the results that they crave. And after all that work and what we know now, we refuse to use less than the effective dosages or cheaper, more available versions of these ingredients. So if our manufacturers run out of supply, we could be backed up for weeks. And I would hate for someone to come back to this website later to see that we're out of stock, because it could take 4 to 6 weeks for us to restock. And let's be honest, why wait a moment longer to have a strong body that feels great, or just to look like a man on top of his game? Listen, there's nothing shallow about wanting to improve your attractiveness and build upon your self-esteem. And hey, it's fun to lift heavy things and just be able to do 90% more stuff than your buddies, like go for a hike without getting winded, complete a 5K, or be able to go all night with your spouse. So when she gets together with all of her friends and they're complaining about how their husbands have become a slump in the sack, she's raving about how you've still got that teenage-like energy that can go the distance. And ultimately, what father doesn't want to be around for his kids? And instead of feeling embarrassed or not being in shape to keep up with them, has no limits and can be active in his children and grandchildren's lives. Look, this isn't about changing or becoming anyone else, but instead being closer to 100% every day. And it actually takes surprisingly little work, but it does take commitment. Do you think you can make a 10-second commitment to yourself every morning? If so, Anabolic Reload is for you. So here's what to do next. If one was to purchase all of the ingredients inside of Anabolic Reload on their own, it would cost somewhere around $149. And even then, there's a possibility of buying the wrong kind of ingredients or doses that aren't backed by real clinical studies. We wanted to save folks time, money, and a whole lot of frustration by getting our hands on these breakthrough ingredients in their purest and most potent form and striking a deal with our manufacturers to cut us a major discount so we can get anabolic reloads to guys like you at the most affordable price possible. And while the retail price of Anabolic Reload is only $79, on this page only during our special release discount, you can claim a specially discounted bottle of Anabolic Reload for only $49 while supplies last. But it gets better, because we want to reward serious action takers with an even bigger discount right now. See, every study that we've mentioned in today's special men's health report lasted for at least 12 weeks, meaning the men in these studies who took these ingredients for at least 3 months saw amazing results. And it's for that reason my team and I made it a priority to get each bottle down to the lowest deal possible when you order 3 or 6 bottles of Anabolic Reload today. Which is why when you order 3 bottles of Anabolic Reload, you'll save an extra $35 per bottle. And when you truly decide to take advantage of the compounding effects of Anabolic Reload by bundling up with 6 bottles of this breakthrough formula, you'll save $44 per bottle, a total of $264 in saving, or an extra 56% off discount. So you could say smart men buy more, especially while we were still in stock and giving this supply away for up to 56% off on this page only. And one more thing, guys, when you order Anabolic Reload today, we will take care of the shipping costs. So on this page, you get free shipping in North America, which is another $15 in savings. So as you can see, we're serious about getting Anabolic Reload into your hands at the most affordable price possible. So here's what to do next. If you're serious about enjoying your manhood, replacing fat with muscle, and gaining more youthful energy and vigor, choose the 3 or 6 month discounted supply of Anabolic Reload or whatever option works best for you. You'll then be taken to a secure order form that takes just a few seconds to fill out. Click the buy button and we'll ship your order right away, and your bottles of Anabolic Reload will arrive at your door in the next 2 to 5 business days. You're backed by our 365-day money-back guarantee, meaning you have a full year to try Anabolic Reload. And if you aren't satisfied, simply send us an email and we will refund every penny. No questions asked. There are no hassles, no long, annoying return process with a bunch of papers to fill out or having to call in and speak to our customer service team. You won't even have to return the bottles. So as you can see, we have taken all the risk so you can feel great on your end. But with that said, I seriously doubt you'll want a refund. You're going to have amazing experiences with Anabolic Reload, and you'll quickly feel your energy and sex drive booming back to life. You'll gain a noticeable boost in performance and stamina, and watch that ugly fat and squishy arms and legs get replaced with rock-hard muscle. You'll feel like you've gotten a new lease on life and can run circles around the old you with all the new energy you'll have. So here's what to do right now before supplies run out and while this special discount and free shipping offer is still available. Choose your supply of Anabolic Reload to boost your free testosterone safely and naturally right now, so you can crush your workouts, experience boundless energy, and enjoy all of the other perks reserved for men with high testosterone. And if you're still here wondering if Anabolic Reload is for you, there are really only 3 options of where to go from here. 1, forget the information in today's presentation. Ignore the latest research from Harvard University about testosterone and its connection to the SHBG that's being produced in your liver right now and why it's so important to maintain healthy levels. You can dismiss the natural herbs, vitamins, and minerals that have been confirmed by dozens of university-backed studies and publications in some of the world's top men's health journals that, when combined, create an exciting testosterone advantage that gives any man an advantage and an edge in unleashing free testosterone, boosting energy and drive, and increasing male performance at the gym, in the office, and in the bedroom. Plus so many other benefits, like getting deep, restful sleep that has you waking up with morning wood, instead of being one of those guys who is always taking naps or drinking coffee to keep going. Men with high free testosterone levels don't wind down with age and let their passion go out. You know, it's common for a lot of guys to notice their spouse is less attracted to them, and they look over at her and realize it's been months since they've had sex. And despite what he does to get hard, it's like nothing happens, and it's really damaging to the relationship. There's also those cases where their significant other has a crazy high libido, but the man just can't keep up, and he's worried about her looking for someone else to give what she needs. And I can promise you, the man she'll find is pumping full of testosterone. Men with high free testosterone levels don't wrestle with brain fog that steals focus at work or keeps him from performing at the top of his game and moving up the corporate ladder. High T will give you more respect and just overall attention. In fact, there's actual research from the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences that shows men who start their day with higher testosterone levels make more money. Sounds awesome, right? Now, I'm not saying more testosterone will make you rich, but as a man and a provider, making a bit more money is always nice for you and your family. All to say, it's amazing how optimal free testosterone levels can make life so much better when you have enough of it. And like I mentioned earlier, testosterone is the master male hormone that controls fat burning, muscle building, strength, and performance. So when testosterone levels are high, working out becomes almost fun. It's cool to see new veins pop out of your arms when you're lifting weights and watching those muscles improving in the wall-to-wall mirrors. I almost feel bad for guys who walk into the gym without this kind of advantage because they're already behind the 8 ball. they likely won't have good workouts or see any noticeable gains. I don't know about you, but feeling like I'm in the gym spinning my wheels, not seeing any changes, frustrates me more than anything. I know because I've been there. But look, just because you're older doesn't mean you have to settle or give up on your looks or passion or quit on your body or health. Some guys will slow down and trek that hard and bumpy road. But because you're still here listening to this special report, I'm willing to bet you're not someone who wants to wind down or let themselves go until God calls you home. Am I right? Well, there's always option two. You can take everything you learned today, spend thousands of dollars, and take hundreds of hours of time that would be better spent with family or on a fun hobby, trying to put together the perfect combination of these ingredients and still run the risk of ordering the wrong kinds of anabolic herbs or minerals, or using weak, ineffective doses that don't support your male hormones properly to make a noticeable difference at the gym or unlock that everyday performance edge that just makes life so much easier and better. Maybe the trickiest part is getting the body to absorb these nutrients fast before getting burned up in stomach acid. My team and I here at LiveAnabolic have made the contacts and figured all of this out already. We've taken the risk, we've spent the money, dug into the research and consulted with countless manufacturers so you don't have to. We've put in the sweat, negotiated the deals, and made an affordable way to get the purest forms of these science-backed ingredients in their research-backed doses to maintain normal SHBG levels and boost free testosterone. And now that the hard work is done on our end, all you have to do is just take 2 capsules once a day, and your body will do the rest. Plus, the anabolic herbs and natural nutrients are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream thanks to the patented BioPerine nutrient delivery system in every bottle of Anabolic Reload. After just a few weeks, you may feel like you hit a second puberty because of the noticeable T-boost. So, if you consider yourself wise and efficient and want to avoid all the hassle, ups and downs, sleepless nights, and thousands of dollars spent to capture this testosterone breakthrough in a bottle, there's one final option, which is the smartest option and zero friction. And this is to order your supply of Anabolic Reload today. I mean, right now. And that's when things really get exciting, because it only takes 10 seconds a day, first thing in the morning, to get these ingredients activated and going to work in your body. And imagine how great you will feel when these ingredients act in full force and you get your libido feeling like you had back in college, and get that warm rush of hormones pulsating throughout your body when she calls you to the bedroom. Have more passion and notice her like you did on your honeymoon, giving her compliments, initiating sex, and performing like a rock star. What kind of impact would that make on your relationship and zest for life? And how great will it be when you wake up and feel fully charged and ready to tackle the day head on, to spring out of bed like a kid on Christmas, because you have a ton of energy and are having a lot more fun. You won't have to block out 2 hours in the middle of your workday to take a nap or fill up on coffee to handle the second half of your day, because now that you're taking Anabolic Reload, you get the deep sleep you need for laser-like focus and get more done throughout the day because you have plenty of energy for work and play. And starting right now, today, you can push through your workouts and show guys half your age who the real alpha is. You can gain muscle without gaining fat, ditch the belly, and get lean without losing your gains. You can be stronger pushing the weights around without the burning sensation in your joints or having to recover for what feels like forever. And you'll have the stamina to go longer and harder. You'll feel like you stepped into a testosterone time machine and are better than you were 15 years ago. All because of this simple 10-second routine of taking Anabolic Reload first thing in the morning. But like I mentioned earlier, we're at the mercy of our manufacturers. So when they run out of supply, which does happen occasionally, we could be backed up for 4 to 6 weeks. I hate that it's this way, but we refuse to use less than the most effective science-backed ingredients we talked about in this video. Here's what you need to do right now while we're still in stock. Claim your discounted supply of Anabolic Reload with free shipping included while supplies last. The 1-bottle option will get you started. The 3-bottle option will give you a massive boost in your energy and performance, and you'll quickly start feeling like a new man with a whole lot of vigor and drive for life. And then the 6-bottle option will maximize the compounding effects of Anabolic Reload and set you up for the testosterone transformation of a lifetime that's safe, natural, and comes with 0 side effects. Plus, you'll get a 56% off discount and free shipping that will save you over $265. You'll then be taken to a secure checkout page where you will complete your order, and in the next 2 to 5 business days, your discounted supply of Anabolic Reload will be dropped off in a discreet package at your front door. And again, you get free shipping, which saves you an extra $15. Plus, you have a full 365-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So we have taken all the risk so you can feel at ease. Take advantage of today's discount while supplies last. Order your supply of Anabolic Reload right now and skyrocket your free testosterone and change your life for the better. This video presentation is coming to an end, so be sure to choose the 3 or 6 month discounted supply of Anabolic Reload below, or whatever option works best for you. But you need to do it right now. I'm so excited for your results, and I can't wait to hear all about it. We've also made it possible for you to get in touch with me personally and tell me how much you love Anabolic Reload after your order today. So please know we are available for you and here to help you along with your journey. I'm truly thankful for you watching this special Men's Health Report, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of your order. Still here? Maybe you have some questions that I haven't answered yet? So here are the most common ones so you can get started. Who is Anabolic Reload for? Anabolic Reload is for men in their 30s and beyond who want to boost testosterone, build lean muscle, and burn fat, and ramp up performance with their workouts or hobbies. It's also for guys who want to increase their sex drive and performance between the sheets, or just want an edge other men at certain ages are missing, like more energy that won't run out before the day is over, better focus, and a new passion for their partner or their spouse. Basically, Anabolic Reload is for men of all ages, whether it's 30 or 80 years old. These science-backed ingredients in their clinically effective doses will go to work in seconds to boost free testosterone, increase energy, stamina, and much, much more. Anabolic Reload also comes with 3 ultra-powerful ingredients to boost free testosterone levels, which is the bioavailable testosterone the body can actually use. These ingredients are Withania somnifera, forskolin, and furosap. And to top it off, there's also bioperine, a patented ingredient that increases the delivery and absorption of these herbs, vitamins, and minerals. It also awakens their active ingredients and makes them more bioavailable in the body for an even greater effect. And these are not run-of-the-mill, diluted and weak forms of these herbs and nutrients. Unlike most test boosters on the market, our ingredients inside of Anabolic Reload are ultra high quality and verified by a third-party laboratory and are delivered to your body in their clinically effective doses, so you can trust what's on the label and the effectiveness of each ingredient inside the capsule. The next common question I get is, how long does it take to see results from Anabolic Reload? Results will vary because no 2 people are the same, but typical reports from people using Anabolic Reload is more energy, stamina, and a boost in their performance sooner than expected, and the results only get better from there. Because like I mentioned earlier, the longer you take Anabolic Reload, the more noticeable the results you'll experience. Every study that we've mentioned in today's special presentation lasted for at least 12 weeks, meaning the men in these scientifically backed studies took the ingredients for at least 3 months and saw amazing results. And it's for that reason my team and I made it a priority to get each bottle down to the lowest price possible when you order 3 or 6 bottles of Anabolic Reload today. Remember, smart men buy more, especially while we're still in stock, and giving this supply away for a massive discount on this page only. Probably the single most common question is, do we offer a money-back guarantee? And the answer is a resounding yes. And it's an ironclad 365-day, 100% money-back guarantee. That means if after you order your supply of Anabolic Reload today, you have a full year to decide if it's right for you. And if for whatever reason you decide it's not, even if you order all 6 bottles and there's not a single capsule left by the time you're done, simply send us an email and we'll give you a full refund. No hassles, no hoops to jump through. You won't even have to return the bottles. But if you're like any of the other men who already take Anabolic Reload, you'll be pumped by the results you see in the mirror and in your everyday life. And you'll wonder how you've ever made it a day without this ultimate male support system. The final question I often hear is, how long will Anabolic Reload be available? Well, I can't say for certain. The 3 free testosterone boosting ingredients inside of Anabolic Reload, Furisap and Withania somnifera, that skyrocket T levels almost overnight, and bioperine, which is a unique delivery mechanism inside of Anabolic Reload that when coupled with boron and vitamin D, support healthy SHBG levels. Well, these come from the only 3 companies in the world that produce these 3 ingredients. So we're kind of handcuffed by those guys. Because if they run out of supply, so do we. And that could cause us to go out of stock for months at a time, which is why we encourage folks to get Anabolic Reload today while supplies last. Plus, on this page only, there's up to a 56% off discount and our 365-day 100% money-back guarantee, and the shipping cost is on us. It's totally free. So we have taken on all the risk so you can feel at ease that there's no place to go from here but up. Okay, so you're ready to try Anabolic Reload. How do you get started? It's easy. Choose the supply of Anabolic Reload that's best for you. The 1 bottle option gets things started. The 3 bottle option will work together to boost your energy and performance and have you feeling like a new man with a whole lot of vigor and drive for life. And the 6 bottle option will help maintain SHBG levels while boosting and supporting high and healthy testosterone for a lifetime. And all while doing it safely, naturally, and without harmful side effects. The next 2 to 5 business days, Anabolic Reload will be dropped off in a discreet package at your front door. Remember, Anabolic Reload comes with a full 365-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Please take advantage of today's discount while supplies last. Order a supply of Anabolic Reload now. Boost your free testosterone and enjoy all of the benefits reserved for men with high testosterone. And I can't wait to hear about your experience.